In this tutorial, we're gonna have an investigation on paper validation topic. Before get to paper validation topic, we need to know that three kind of approaches are available for us to overcome a problem. The first one is experimental, then analytical, and the last one, which is the newest method, is numerical. The experimental method means to build a sample of your problem geometry and provide a working condition for it. So test it for several times and record the results. Obviously, it has some limitations like the size of geometry. Imagine that you want to observe the performance of an airplane through the wind. So you need to build a model in a scale, and that can affect the results of your observation. In addition, don't neglect the human errors providing the working condition and also the instrument's accuracy, which directly has an influence on your data. The second method, analytical approach, can be the most complicated approach to a problem. In analytical approach, you need to provide and define the governing equations based on your problem. So most of the times we encounter the partial differential equations, which can be very complicated to deal with. So we need to make some assumptions and then solve the equations. It is clear that it affects the accuracy of our results. The last method is called numerical method. But how does numerical analysis differ from analytical solution? An analytical solution involves framing the problem in a well-understood form and calculating the exact solution. A numerical solution means making guesses at the solution and testing whether the problem is solved well enough to stop. So it's an iterative solution and needs a computer system. The problem arises when, after simulation and get to our convergence in solution, we need a source, a valid source, to compare the results and make sure of our results. This process is known as paper validation, which means to compare the results of our simulation, I mean numerical method, with the experimental or analytical solutions. Naturally, there would be some differences between the results of different methods, but in total, it shouldn't be very high, and the admissible error is different case to case. So, to sum up, let's draw a picture of our route map. In our first step, we need to find the most similar paper to our problem and simulation. Next, we need to delve into the governing equations, required simulation methods, and all we need to start our simulation. After that, in our third step, we need to make a comparison between our results and the paper results. If we compare the results with an experimental paper, it is recommended that the error would be less than 15%. And if we compare the results with a numerical paper, 10% would be admissible. Now the paper validation process is done and we can get back to our work just by keeping the simulation methods and settings, and now we can change the geometry, boundary conditions, and etc. for our simulation. Notice that one of the services of MRCFD company is to simulate and shorten the paper validation process. We hope that you find this tutorial useful. To benefit from MRCFD services including simulation, consultation and training, contact our experts via info@mr-cfd.com and also www.mr-cfd.com.